on. So now they're not allowed to clean their screens, or the helping hand is not allowed to touch the screens. They screw things up.
You think about something as simple as blowing a hydraulic hose on some obscure pump, and if nobody's down here from 4:30 till 6 in the morning, nobody. It does. It sounds stupid. I mean, hypothetically, is there going to be a indicator light for the most minute, obscure hydraulic hose that might spray oil on a hot manifold? And
exactly, and they've already had
nobody there.
They've already had some problems because of that.
Yeah. You could have fuel lines breaking.
Exactly. All it's got to spray on is the wrong thing.
You got fuel heated to 260 degrees
and nobody there. Yeah. That makes no.
On the Great, I can see it on the ocean, salt water, but on the Great Lakes, it's close and maneuvering and shit like that. All that got.
Yeah, I was shocked. I just.
You can remember? Oh, 4:30. See ya.
Insane. That's very cool.
We got a little bit more to show you. So, all right.
I see all the installation. How much time do you literally get to spend? You've been around a little bit with a wrench in your hand. I see you. Those are around your neck all the time.
Because you spend a lot of time, especially on this run, this Monroe run. How many hours a week, Dan? Lots. I mean,
well, you're going to be online tonight once we go into the sewer, right? Until we get past the sewer out of the St. Mary's.
Get down the detour.
Once you hit open water, then you're off fighting.
Get some sleep.
Yeah, try to.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you'll like that fuel module.
I gotta grab 1 or 2 pictures of this here before I leave. I'll catch up with you one day.
Very impressive. And clean back here too. It's like you guys keep a clean engine room.
We got a very good QMED, and all our engineers on here are pretty top notch.
Yeah.
A bunch of guys.
That's good.
We all sit back there and we start thinking about, okay, how many hours you have on your boat? What does that equate to? Like in a car. Can you do that? Is there a relationship?
Everything is just on hours. We have an example right here, and one on the other side. These are bloody Europeans the way they put their. These are our hourly checks that we have to do. What we're doing here is, in fact, by the end of the month, we're supposed to be going with, we're bringing our NS5 program to the next step, where we'll have all our maintenance schedules right on the computer, so when it's due, it'll pop up. And that's so much nicer.
Yeah, no doubt.
Instead of,
trying to figure out, forgetting to mark it, or it's nice when it pops in your face and says you got to do something.
Yeah, right.
So this is the whole shaft generator right here?
This is all the breaker for it. The shaft generator's downstairs.
Is it like
these are our governors right here. It's all electronic.
Yeah.
Locked up?
We have it's actually on the engine, it's an actuator, but the actual governor is right here. We have a handheld PLC here, plug into here. We have a problem, we can change parameters and stuff like that if we have to. In fact, we had to do that. Our argument when these engines were new was, well, why the hell do we have to be at such a high idle speed? And our answer from the Tormont guys was, well, that's happened. That's made from Germany, the factory. Well, we got a guy here last winter from Germany and said, what the hell? Why can't we bring that idle RPM down? Oh yeah, you can do that. It's like, well, we wanted to kill the Tormont guys because at such a high idle speed, it's noisy as hell down there.
Where's your idle at?
We got it at about 365 now.
Because it says don't go below 350. Why is that?
because of your critical speed with your reduction gears.
Okay. Below that, it just isn't.
Yeah, so when we clutch in, we drop below it slightly, but we're actually dropping, we're making the same dip as we did at the higher height.
Yeah.
So what we did is we just went in the handheld here, punched it in, and brought our speed down.
A little nicer to control at low speeds, isn't it?
Amazing, huh? Just,
No wrench adjustments.
Yeah, I wish I had that.
yeah.
Mine's slightly higher. I don't
I
want to
like
get down
the
to
old ones, like up on the cats.
tweak the nut a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. There. Okay, that sounds good.
Now, when you get in heavy seas, can you really feel movement down here? Or?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've had stuff thrown all around down there.
Oh, man.
We gotta get into it and talk to the factory though. We gotta hunt in that starboard engine, so on our we gotta get into our starboard governor to fix that hunt. Shouldn't be hunting like it is. Sensitivity is, the range is too big, I think. Get a little tweak it, figure this out. But it's fun.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah. We had a good, I mean, right from the time we tore the old engines out to put the new ones in, we had a hell of a crew. Everybody worked their ass off, and I mean, I can't be more happy than with the people.
What kind of time frame did that take? From the time you got her to lay up and
let's see. Dan, when did we sail? When were we all done with sea trials? And that was that April 8th?
Yeah.
Something like that. We went in
Yeah, we're
the 10th or the 11th. Yeah,
when did you go in?
10th or the 11th of November.
Yeah, it was
That's
before Thanksgiving.
We kept I was proud of the fact we kept our 10 days. They were supposed to, the yard was supposed to give us 10 days of uninterrupted time to get our work done on the engines, and they didn't, but we still held to our schedule. I was proud as hell of that.
Wow.
We did stuff that people
And
had
you did this with the thing on its bottom, not laid up, not out of the water in dry dock, right?
but this was right alongside the dock. We weren't in the dry dock. We did this.
Yeah.
That's why we did one engine differently than the other, because the crane
Yeah, couldn't get over
Yeah,
the other.
right.
How did you get that starboard engine up?
Well, we stripped it down further. That's all. We pulled the top of the block off instead of the whole works. We left the crank right in the bottom. That's where we had to really be careful, make sure everything was perfect. So as they came up with that block, if they would have just nudged that, they would have knocked the bloody crankshaft and wrecked the crankshaft, you know.
You said it all both engines are taken apart and in a building right now in Sturgeon Bay.
Well, one's in Detroit, and I think one's in Cleveland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And did you have any major issues on the sea trials?
On here, the only thing is when we did our, you got to do crash stops and stuff, and actually we did it in the Bay of Green Bay, which is too shallow of water. And when we did that we kept in Bay, which is too shallow of water. And when we did that we kept doing it back. Well, that last one, we pounded the shit out of it so bad. Our shaft pickup for our controllable pitch, all of that broke off. So there's a segmented band that bolts on the shaft, and then you have a proximity switch that picks up your segmented shaft. Wow, that was all bent up and shit. So our RPMs are going all goofy, and so we shut down, and Dan and Drew went down there and pulled it off.
Did it go in the water?
No, I'm just underneath the engine there. And they grabbed the segmented band and brought it in the soundproof room there and kind of straightened everything up, tightened the rivets, and we bolted it back on, and
Worked perfect ever
we got
since.
back in. Well, we put a little beefier mount for our pickups.
Is this for the shaft generator you're talking about?
Oh,
or-
this is for our load control for our controllable pitch.
And it was in sections around
He'll show you.
Seg-
I think you can peek in there and see it. But yeah, we did order it. We got our new one up there on the